Keyboard shortcuts are a great way to speed up your workflow. So in this video, I'm going to show you 7 of my favorites for macOS. The first one I'm going to show you is a quick way to get your app to go into full screen mode, if it supports it, and that's Control-Command-F. And if you press the same shortcut again, your app will go back into window mode. Now, what if you've got an app that becomes non-responsive? In that case, you'll want to force quit, and you can use Option-Command-Escape to bring up that menu. From there, it's as simple as selecting the app you want to quit, and then press Force Quit. Another shortcut that I use all the time is Shift-Command-N inside a Finder window. That creates a new folder. You can then immediately type the name for your folder. And a special bonus shortcut, if you press Command-Backspace, it'll send that folder straight to the recycle bin. And you can also use Command-Z to undo if you do that by mistake. Shortcut number 4 is for Spotlight, and this I think is one of the most powerful tools within macOS. You simply press Command-Space to bring up the Spotlight search. You can use Spotlight to search for an app and launch it, or you could search for a file that you know is on your system somewhere but you can't remember where it is. You can even search for Erin's favorite music group and get a link straight through to Apple Music. Those are all incredibly useful, but Spotlight Search can do even more. It can do basic conversion. So for example, if I type in 100 liters, you can see that we then get 3.53 cubic feet come up. That's quite useful. You can do sums. Use it as a calculator. Another thing I use it for is to check spellings or definitions of words, because there's a link straight to the Oxford Dictionary of English. Our 5th keyboard shortcut is helpful if you like to use Emoji. Now, of course, all of the newer Macs and new Mac keyboards have a dedicated button to bring up the Emoji window. But what if you've got an older Mac? Well, in that case, you can use Control-Command-Space. Our 6th essential shortcut is all to do with screen recording. Now, if you're running macOS Mojave or later, you can press Shift-Command-5 to bring up the menu for screen recording. From there, you can capture the entire screen, capture a window, capture a selected portion of the screen, or you can actually record the screen. You can also record sound with your screen recording from the microphone using the Options menu. Now, what if you want to do a screen recording, but you're running a macOS edition prior to Mojave? Well, in that case, you can use QuickTime Player, and you'll find on the menu there's an option to start a new screen recording. There are other shortcuts that give you even quicker access to recording parts of the screen. So if you want to take a snapshot of your entire screen, you can use Shift-Command-3. This immediately captures your screen. You'll notice that we get the option here to click on what we've just captured and edit it straight away. And it saves it by default to our desktop. If you're using more than one monitor and you use this keyboard shortcut, then you'll get a screen capture for each of your monitors that are connected. And you can also add in an extra key press if you want to instead copy the screenshot to the clipboard. So that becomes Control-Shift-Command-3. The same thing happens, but now you can open up Photoshop or your favorite image editor and now paste in your screen capture. If you've got multiple monitors connected to your Mac, it will only snapshot the main screen. What if you want to capture just a portion of the screen? Well, in that case, use Command-Shift-4. As soon as you press that, you get these crosshairs come up that give you the coordinates of where you are on the screen. And then as you drag the portion of the screen that you want to capture, you'll see that it gives you the size of the image that you're going to capture. Again, you get the opportunity to edit the file straight away, or it will save it directly to your desktop. And you can use that control modifier in this situation as well. So if you press Control-Command-Shift-4, the portion of the screen that you capture will be copied to the clipboard, and you can paste that then into any app that you're using. And there's also another modifier key, which is the spacebar. So if you press Command-Shift-4 or Control-Command-Shift-4, and then press the spacebar, you'll notice that your icon now changes to a camera, and you can capture an entire window. What's nice about this is it saves a PNG file with transparency and captures the shadow at the edge of the window, which looks really nice. I use that a lot in my video editing. For our 7th keyboard shortcut, I've picked something that I use a lot. Often I'm away from my desk and I want to lock my machine. And there's a couple of ways to do this on macOS. First of all, you have Shift-Command-Q. If you press that, you'll get the logout confirmation box come up. If you do nothing, you'll get logged out within 60 seconds, or you can click on log out. If we add the Option key to that keyboard shortcut, making Option Command Shift Q, then you'll log out straight away with no confirmation box. This isn't always the most convenient way to lock your screen, because when you log out, a macOS will close any apps and files that you're using. Something I've always loved about Windows machines is the way you can press Windows and L to immediately lock your screen. And you can do the exact same thing with your Mac, using the keyboard shortcut Control Command Q. So those are some of my favorite keyboard shortcuts in macOS, things that I use on a daily basis to speed up my workflow. But there's loads more available, and perhaps we'll cover those in a future video. So get subscribed to the channel, why not drop us a like or a dislike, and we'll see you again soon for some more geekery.